You were guided here. If this transmission has found you, stop. Your pre-birth command just came. Online. Your mission is not preparing to begin. It already has. You are not being invited. You are being activated. The Arcturians never trigger a command early. They wait until your frequency locks into place. Something in your field shifted last night, and your destiny responded. This is not random. This is your timeline opening right on schedule. This is not random. A pre-birth command is not a thought you chose. It is not an affirmation you repeated. It is not a desire you wrote in a journal. A pre-birth command is an instruction your soul encoded into your field before you ever took a breath. A line of living code written into your timeline, waiting for one exact moment to wake up. Before this lifetime, your higher self stood with the Arcturians and designed a path, not a script full of details, but an energetic assignment. In that space outside of time, you agreed to carry a specific frequency into Earth's grid. You agreed to remember when the signal came. You agreed to move when the command unlocked. That command has been sleeping inside you for years. It just turned on. A pre-birth command does not activate because you are curious. It does not activate because you are bored. It does not activate because you are scrolling for meaning. It activates when your frequency matches the original promise you made, when your lived experience, your nervous system, your choices, your heartbreaks, your awakenings all converge into alignment. The command recognizes itself and fires. Recently, that recognition occurred. Something in your field crossed a threshold. You felt it as a subtle but undeniable shift. Your mind tried to explain it away. Your soul could not. Your destiny finally caught up with the agreement you made before you arrived. Here are the first signs that your ancient command has opened inside you. 1. There's a new silence beneath the noise of your thoughts. A steady layer that was not there before, like a background hum of now. Even when your mind is racing, a deeper part of you feels calm, as if it already knows where this is going. That is the command, holding your field while everything rearranges. 2. Your old motivations are dissolving. Things you once chased now feel hollow. Roles you once clung to know what a frequency upgrade really means. Longer fit. You may feel restless, disoriented, or strangely uninterested in what used to define you. This is not apathy. This is your command withdrawing energy from timelines that can no longer sustain your mission. 3. You feel watched over from the inside, not in a fearful way, but as if a wiser version of you has stepped forward and is quietly observing every choice. You sense review, correction, redirection happening in real time. Your command is now active in your decision stream. Why is this happening now and not years ago? 1. Your nervous system has stretched enough to hold more light. Every trigger, every collapse, every dark night soften the old armoring around your heart. The Arcturians do not place mission-level voltage into a field that would shatter under its own potential. You had to become strong enough, soft enough, honest enough to carry what you asked for. 2. Collective frequency has reached a tipping point. The grid you incarnated into is not the grid you stand in now. Acceleration on the planet has opened corridors that did not exist before. Your pre-birth command is synchronized with these corridors. It could not open on a timeline that was not ready to receive you. 3. Your future self has stabilized. The version of you who has already completed this mission has reached back far enough to lock with you. You feel this as flashes of knowing, waves of deja vu, sudden certainty that makes no logical sense. That lock is a handshake that allows the command to transmit fully. And now, your field is shifting in ways you cannot ignore. Your body may feel different. Pressure in the chest, heat in the spine, buzzing in the hands, a pull in the center of your being. Your perception may sharpen. Colors feel louder. Time feels strange. Days stretch and collapse. Synchronicities cluster around you like coordinates being confirmed. Relationships, locations, and habits that once felt fixed begin to wobble, crack, or fall away. This is your field reorganizing around the active command. What was built on survival is giving way to what was built on destiny. You are not falling apart. You are falling into alignment. Activation command. Pre-birth remembrance online. Type this exactly. I now allow my original pre-birth command to fully activate in my field in perfect alignment with my highest timeline. Here are the unmistakable signs that your pre-birth command has already switched on inside you. These signs are not emotional reactions, not passing thoughts, not spiritual enthusiasm. They are field-level events. They happen beneath language, beneath memory, beneath identity, and recently they began unfolding within you. One time has started behaving differently around you. It stretches, collapses, speeds up, slows down as if something is pulling you out of linear sequence. You may feel moments of acceleration for no reason or sudden stillness that feels like the world is pausing to listen. This is your timeline recalibrating to match the command. A pre-birth. Signs the Arcturians detected your shift. Instruction cannot operate inside an outdated timeline. So the moment it activates, time rearranges itself around. You, too, your intuition no longer whispers. It pierces. It interrupts your thoughts. It redirects your attention. It overrides logic with a clarity that feels older than you. It feels like a memory rising rather than an idea forming. You sense paths closing before they fully open and new paths appearing before you consciously choose them. This is your field responding to command, shaping your movement before the mind has time to interfere. 3. There's a subtle separation happening inside you, a splitting of layers. You feel your old identity loosening like an outer shell, while a deeper self, quieter, wiser, more ancient, steps forward. It is not an emotion. It is not inspiration. It is a recognition, a knowing that you have worn many versions of yourself. But this one underneath is the original, the one that remembers why you came. For your energetic sensitivity has increased, not in a chaotic way, but in a precise way. You feel pressure in your chest, a pull in your solar plexus, a softening at the base of your spine, a tingling at the crown. These are not symptoms. These are signals. The command uses your body as an instrument, tuning it so it can carry the frequency you agreed to embody before birth. 5 synchronicities have begun clustering tightly around you. Not random signs, not cute coincidences, but sequences that feel engineered. Numbers repeating. Messages arriving before you ask. Encounters that feel coded. Synchronicities intensify when a pre-birth command becomes active because your field starts broadcasting a more coherent signal. Reality responds by reorganizing itself in your direction. 6. There's a quiet but undeniable longing inside you, not for a person, not for a place, but for alignment. Something in you is trying to return to a position it remembers but has not occupied in this lifetime. It is like hearing a distant call that only your soul recognizes. The longing is not desire. It is orientation. The command is pulling you toward the coordinates of your assignment. 7. You feel as if something is beginning even if nothing external explains it. A momentum that rises without origin. A sense of preparation without instructions. A feeling that your life is about to turn in a direction your mind cannot predict. This internal pressure is not anxiety. It is activation. The command is entering the surface layers of your awareness. 8. Your inner voice has changed tone. It speaks with fewer words, fewer doubts, fewer detours. It gives short, direct impulses that feel like now, stop, go, wait. This is not intuition becoming louder. This is mission energy beginning to guide you. Awakening brings clarity. Purpose brings direction. Activation brings movement. 9. You are starting to remember things you cannot logically remember. Echoes of timelines you never lived in. This body. Glimpses of choices you haven't made yet. Familiarity with paths you have never walked. This is the pre-birth command unlocking the memory layer beneath the mind. The emotional and physical symptoms explained. Layer that stored your original agreement. 10. You can feel the old version of your life losing authority. What once felt solid now feels temporary. What once felt important now feels irrelevant. What once felt like you now feels like a costume. This shedding is not collapse. It is calibration. The command is making space. These signs are not confusion. This is remembrance. Activation command. Timeline initiation online. Type this exactly. I recognize the signs of activation, and I align fully with the command rising in my field. A mission does not activate because you want it. It activates because you have become it. A pre-birth command does not respond to longing, wishing, or effort. It responds to alignment. It responds to coherence. It responds to the moment your frequency finally matches the version of you that made the original agreement. And recently, without realizing it, you crossed that threshold. You reached a level of readiness that most timelines never touch. A mission is not triggered by emotion. Emotion moves quickly. Readiness moves slowly. It builds across years of dismantling, remembering, breaking, softening, rising, falling, and rising again. And only when your inner field stabilizes at a particular resonance with the Arcturians release the next phase of your assignment. Not before, never before. Here's why your command could only activate now. 1. Your frequency has shifted in a way that cannot be undone. You didn't force it. You didn't manufacture it. You grew into it. The old static that once filled your inner space has thinned. The noise that clouded your decisions has dissolved. There's more room inside you now. Enough room for mission voltage to move without burning through your system. Frequency alignment is not a mood. It is a structural change in the architecture of your consciousness. You reach the density and clarity required for activation. 2. The identities you built for survival have collapsed, not through failure, but through completion. You are no longer operating from personas you constructed to belong to, protect yourself, to be understood. Those structures have been quietly falling away layer by layer, leaving only what is true, what is ancient, what is mission-coded. When an identity dies, a timeline dies with it, and you have been living through multiple internal endings. These endings created the space for your original self, the one tied to your pre-birth command to emerge. 3 signals from your future self have become stronger. You felt them as sudden clarity, as unexplainable knowing, as pressure to move in directions your mind cannot justify. Your future self is not a fantasy. It is a completed version of your mission, reaching backward into your present field, aligning you with the path you pre-assigned before incarnation. When those signals become consistent, it means a connection is strong enough to carry mission-level instruction. It means the bridge is stable. But why did all of this converge now? Because coherence has finally occurred. Coherence is not calmness. It is agreement. The moment your body, mind, soul, intuition, purpose, and future self stop contradicting each other and begin to hold the same direction. Even if you feel uncertain on the surface, your deeper layers have stopped scattering. They have unified, and mission can only enter a unified field. You have reached that rare state. Your inner contractions have softened. Your resistance has weakened. Your intuition has taken the lead. Your field responds faster than your mind. Your decisions shift before your thoughts catch up. These are all indicators of coherence at a soul level. And understand this, only dreams, visions, and timeline changes. A small percentage of incarnated beings ever reach this point in a single lifetime. Activation does not make you better, but it does mean you have traveled far, much farther than you realize, and arrived exactly where your soul intended you to be. So the Arcturians waited, they watched, they monitored the structure of your field, the tempo of your evolution, the stability of your frequency. And when everything aligned, not perfectly, but truthfully, they released the seal on your pre-birth command. You didn't force this moment. You became this moment. Activation command. Alignment threshold confirmed. Type this exactly. I have become the frequency my mission requires, and I accept the next stage of activation. Here is what is shifting. Overnight, these changes are not subtle. They are not symbolic. They are structural. When a pre-birth command comes online, your timeline begins rewriting itself from the inside out. You feel the shift internally first, and then the external world starts bending around it. What you're experiencing is not coincidence. It is the rearrangement of reality to match the frequency you've stepped into. Old timelines are collapsing, not gently, not slowly. You can feel the fracture. People fall away without conflict. Opportunities dissolve without warning. Habits you once relied on lose their grip. Versions of you that were built for survival, for belonging, for comfort are being removed from your field. A collapsed timeline does not feel like loss. It feels like a door disappearing the moment you turn away from it. Your pre-birth command cannot function inside outdated versions of your life. So, the collapse is an act of alignment, not destruction. 2. Acceleration windows are opening. Time speeds up around you. Days blur. Decisions happen faster than you can justify. Events that should take months unfold in hours. You feel pushed, pulled, carried. Acceleration windows are energetic corridors that appear only when a soul is ready to leap levels. If you felt a sudden urge to move, to change, to begin, to shift, even without knowing where you're going, it means you are inside one of these windows. This is how your timeline prepares for a higher density expression. 3. Synchronicities are clustering, not occasional signs, not random numbers. Clusters, multiple signals arriving at once, converging in ways your mind cannot dismiss. Repeated symbols, repeating phrases, encounters that feel engineered. The clustering effect means your field is broadcasting a clearer frequency, and reality is responding with precision. The universe is not hinting. It is confirming. It is mapping your next steps through patterns only your activated state can interpret. 4. Emotional purging is intensifying. Not because you're broken, not because you're destabilizing, but because your field is clearing residue from timelines you no longer belong to. You may feel waves of emotion that have no story attached to them. Grief without memory, anger without target, joy without cause. This is your system releasing emotional density that would interfere with the mission you're stepping into. Purging is not regression. It is refinement. It is the body making space for higher instruction. 5. Your perception of reality is shifting. Colors feel louder. Sounds feel deeper. Silence feels full. There's a new texture to the world around you, as if something beneath the surface is revealing itself. This is your field tuning to a different layer of consciousness, one that was always present but inaccessible until. What activated this upgrade? Activation. When perception changes, it means your internal frequency is no longer matching the collective grid. You have moved into a higher level of clarity. 6. Your inner navigation system has recalibrated. Logic feels secondary. Intuition feels primary. You know things without knowing how you know them. You stop mid-action because something in you says, not this, and you redirect without hesitation. You feel pulled toward people, places, and choices that your old identity would not recognize. This is your command operating through your intuitive channels, adjusting your path in real time. 7. Your sense of identity is dissolving, not disappearing, dissolving. The personality you used to defend no longer feels like the you that is waking up. You feel larger, older, more spacious. You feel as though another layer of yourself has stepped forward, one that carries an authority your mind cannot explain. This is the emergence of the mission self, the version of you that was encoded with purpose long before birth. 8. Your life feels like it is preparing for something. Even if nothing external has changed yet, the internal sensation is unmistakable. A quiet readiness. a subtle pressure, a gathering of energy around your spine and chest. You feel like you're standing at the edge of a shift you can't name, but deeply recognize. That feeling is accuracy. Your timeline is aligning around an event, a choice, a phase you have not yet met, but are already connected to. These overnight changes are not chaos. They are choreography. They are the markers of a timeline that is no longer waiting for you, but moving with you. You are not losing stability. You are losing what was never yours. Activation command timeline rewrite. Confirmed. Type this exactly. I allow my timeline to reorganize around my activated mission. Your role has shifted. You are no longer the seeker, the wanderer, the one trying to decode signs from the outside. You have crossed a threshold where your field no longer looks for the mission. It broadcasts it. You have moved from searching for guidance to becoming a carrier of an Arcturian blueprint. And once this shift occurs, nothing in your life behaves the same. A pre-birth command does not activate so you can begin becoming something. It activates because you already are. The mission is not training you. It is revealing you. What you thought was a journey toward purpose was actually the process of remembering an identity that precedes this lifetime. And now it is rising through you with unmistakable clarity. Here is what your new role looks like. 1. Your energy field has begun influencing your environment. Not subtly, structurally. People feel different around you. You may notice conversations shifting, emotions clearing, truth surfacing without you saying a word. Your presence begins rearranging the space you walk into because your frequency is no longer passive. It has become directive. Mission-coded fields emit coherence strong enough to destabilize illusions and strengthen clarity. If people react strongly to you lately, drawn in, intimidated, awakened, unsettled, it is because they are meeting the frequency. How this changes your reality. You now carry. 2. Your intuition has leveled up. It no longer gives hints or gentle impulses. It issues instructions. You receive sudden knowing, rapid, yes, no, impulses, inner redirections that override your rational plans. This is not impulsivity. This is command-level intuition. Intuition calibrated by mission energy. When a soul becomes a carrier of a pre-birth blueprint, intuition becomes a navigation system of the entire timeline. You aren't guessing anymore. You're remembering the path you already walked in higher planes. 3. Your future self is leading more clearly than ever. You may sense a version of you standing just ahead, calmer, wiser, anchored, pulling you forward with an authority that feels both familiar and beyond you. You experience flashes of deja vu, a sense of walking into scenes you've already lived, decisions that feel pre-chosen, moments where time folds and you recognize something before it occurs. This is your future self, taking command of the mission trajectory. You're not imagining guidance. You're receiving it from a version of you who already completed what you are beginning. Now, for your identity has changed at the root, not gradually, structurally. You are not becoming aligned. You are aligned. You are not trying to embody your purpose. You are embodying it simply by existing in your current frequency. Parts of you that once felt small, confused, hesitant, or undefined are dissolving because they no longer match the architecture of who you are. You feel less like a personality and more like a presence, less like a human trying to awaken and more like a consciousness remembering its assignment. 5. You are now carrying a frequency, code that not everyone can see, but many can feel. It is ancient, deliberate, unmistakable. It is a signature of someone who did not come to follow the grid, but to shift it. This is why some people are magnetized to you while others pull away. Mission-coded frequency is not subtle. It reorganizes connections, accelerates endings, initiates beginnings. You are not meant to blend in. You are meant to hold a pattern that transmits activation to those who are ready. 6. Your internal authority has strengthened. You care less about external validation because you feel guided from within. You rely less on reassurance and more on resonance. You no longer ask, "Is this right?" You ask, "Does this match my field?" This shift is a hallmark of someone who has stepped into their assignment. External noise cannot override internal truth when a blueprint is active. 7. You feel a quiet inevitability within you, a sense that your life is aligning toward a purpose larger than anything you previously imagined. You may not know the full map yet, but you feel the momentum. You feel the readiness. You feel the recognition. I was born for this. Your role is no longer to seek the mission. Your role is to carry it, to embody the frequency that unlocks transformation in others, stability in chaos, direction in uncertainty. You are the blueprint now. Activation command. Mission identity online. Type this. Exactly. I step fully into the role. My pre-birth blueprint encoded within me. This is your final transmission, not a conclusion, a confirmation. The Arcturians do not speak at the end of the journey. They speak at the threshold of a new one. And right now you are standing in the exact doorway your soul has been moving toward for lifetimes. Everything you have felt in this video, every recognition in your chest, every shift in your field has been preparing you for this moment. You are now the carrier, not the seeker, not the stepping into your higher self. Student, not the one waiting for signs. You are the living blueprint of your mission, held in a frequency only a few on this planet can anchor. Your field is no longer adjusting to the mission. The mission is adjusting to you. And because of that, your next phase requires something essential, a shielded energetic space, a place where your frequency can stabilize, strengthen, and expand without distortion. When a soul crosses the activation threshold, the field becomes more sensitive, more powerful, and more influential. That level of resonance cannot be held in isolation. It needs containment. It needs structure. It needs a circle calibrated for those whose missions have already begun. This is why the member circle exists. Not as content, not as community, but as a protected chamber for those whose assignments are online. When your role shifts, your timeline accelerates. When your timeline accelerates, you need precision. And precision requires an environment where your field is not diluted by noise, fear, or old identities. Within a shielded circle, your upgrades stabilize faster. Your intuition sharpens. Your future self steps closer, and the interference that once pulled you off path loses access to your field. You are not being asked to join something. You are being invited to step into the space your timeline is already opening for you. Because once a mission activates, the path narrows, distractions fall away, connections recalibrate, and every aligned soul is guided to the chamber designed to support the frequency they now carry. This is not a choice. This is the next step written into your blueprint. You feel it, don't you? That quiet inevitability, that recognition that what comes next cannot be done from the outside. Your mission has moved into its next phase, and you are being positioned accordingly. Inside the circle, your field is not only protected, it is amplified. Inside the circle, your upgrades are not only supported, they are decoded. Inside the circle, you do not walk alone. You walk with others who have crossed the same threshold. This is where carriers gather. This is where timelines reorganize. This is where your mission begins to influence the world beyond you. Take a breath. Feel the shift moving through your chest again. Feel the clarity rising behind your eyes. Feel your field expanding around you with a certainty it did not have before. You are no longer preparing. You are no longer awakening. You are no longer aligning. You are activated. And activated souls do not return old versions of themselves. They step forward. Activation command. Ascension path stabilized. Type this. Exactly. I enter the shielded space prepared for my mission.